Here I am coming with one of the video which is going to improve or going to give the techniques how to improve your focus, how to improve your productivity with a Pomodoro technique. Really, I am telling you that it is a successful formula and the results are seen in vast majority of the cases as proven by the scientific research. Receiving your medical school acceptance letter, the white coat ceremony, and graduating with MBBS degree, and finally seeing patients as a doctor. All these things you have dreamed of nothing else for all these years, right? But in order to get here, you have to study, and you did it. And now it is the time to enter the battleground called as competitive exams. Maybe AIIMS, NEET PG, Foreign Medical Graduate Exam, or maybe USMLE, any of the competitive exams or licensing exams. So for all of these exams, you have to cover the gargantuan syllabus within a given period of time, within a short amount of time which is available. So in order to reach your goal, first of all, you need to desist from something that is actually giving immediate gratification. And also, in order to maintain your focus, rhythm, productivity, and keep your confidence intact, you need to keep going completely with a positive mindset until your exam. For that, you can use a simple scientific hacks or life hacks, we can say, to make sure the task will become easier and it will be achievable. So until you know how to focus, you will never be able to think clearly, solve problems, make decisions, or remember things whatever you have studied. So that is the reason being focused, especially when you are gearing towards the competitive exams or the licensing exams, is extremely important. But staying on the task is becoming harder and harder for many of the students these days. So every time your mind wanders from your work or your task, and you have to waste time and energy to getting back on the track after wasting a lot of time. So a recent study from the University of California calculated that it took students an average of 25 minutes and 26 seconds to get back to their studies after an interruption. Don't you think it is a scary situation? Which means when you are studying with a complete focus and rigor for the exam, once you are distracted by an eternal elements, single distraction is completely taking your 25 minutes and 26 seconds of your productive time to get back to your studies once again after an interruption. This means that every time something takes your attention off your task, you lose nearly half an hour of your precious time. And at this point of your life or your career, when you are heading towards the goal, it is not at all recommended that you will become slave to your time. So interruptions are common. Whenever you are studying, your mom will call, you will get a notification in the WhatsApp, you tend to see the score when there is a cricket match. So interruptions are bound to happen. But when they happen several times per day, then don't you think it is a scary situation? So when these interruptions are taking place for several times per day, you will waste lots of time and energy, right? But internally you feel sad, you want to study, you are committed to studying, but somehow the studying just doesn't flow. So how to organize this can be done precisely with a technique called as Pomodoro technique. So first thing first, what is Pomodoro? A Pomodoro method is a time management philosophy that actually aims to provide the student with maximum focus and a creative freshness, thereby allowing an individual or a student to complete your daily task and also schedule faster with less mental fatigue. What exactly it is and how it is going to work, we will see here. So whenever you take a task or a work or a syllabus or a topic, so each topic can be designated with a 25 minutes work period. So this 25 minutes work period is called as Pomodoro. So this is actually named after an Italian word for tomato. So Francesco Cirillo is the person used a kitchen timer shaped like a tomato as his personal timer, and thus the method's name came into existence. So the process is very simple. As I already mentioned, set a Pomodoro, which means the alarm, for 25 minutes. It is not compulsory that you have to shake the tomato shaped watch only. Any alarm clock is going to do your work simpler. So every project throughout a day, you have to budget your time into short increments and take breaks periodically. For example, as I already mentioned earlier, that if you designated a work for 25 to 30 minutes for a topic, so after studying for 25 to 30 minutes, after finishing the topic, then take a break for 5 to 10 minutes, and maximum break should be 10 minutes. So break means it should not be like 30 minutes again. So 25 to 30 minutes should be your study time, and maximum 5 to 10 minutes should be the break time. I recommend 5 minutes break. So whenever you are studying for this 25 minutes of the Pomodoro, make a small oath on yourself. What you have to say: I will spend my 25 minutes on this task and I will not interrupt myself, whatever may happen. Take your smartphone aside, just keep it in silent mode, and don't even look it back to the phone for another 25 minutes. And wherever you are sitting, library is the best place, but if you are sitting at the home, tell everyone that do not disturb for 25 minutes at all. Now work on the task until the Pomodoro rings, because you have set an alarm, right? So now you can see the alarm here. This alarm is ringing. So what you have to do? You have to shut the alarm, right? So once you shut the alarm, the 25 minutes has been completed. So if you suddenly realize that you have something else you need to do, write the task down on your sheet of paper. And when the Pomodoro rings, can you see the Pomodoro here? Yes, the alarm clock. When the Pomodoro rings, put a check mark on the paper, which means the task is completed. You have successfully completed one topic precisely without any disturbances. Only 25 minutes you have spent without any distractions, and congratulations for you. You have spent an entire interruptionless Pomodoro on a task. Now you feel confident. Yes, I have spent 25 minutes without any interruption. Now it is the time for you to take a short break. What that short break should be? 5 minutes, and maximum should be 10 minutes. Keep that in mind. So now you have to breathe, go out, take a fresh air, take a cup of coffee, and go for a short walk in your room itself. Do something which is relaxing. At the time of relaxing, don't even think about your work or studies, nothing. Your brain should be completely under relaxing mind for those 5 to 10 minutes. Because after that 5 minutes and 10 minutes, the brain will say, thank you, my dude, because you have given enough time for the brain to relax. And now the brain is completely geared up for the next task to take, which means your brain is completely fresh. It is not tired because you have given an enough break for it. That is 5 to 10 minutes is maximum for the brain. So after every Pomodoros, means you have spent 25 minutes of the Pomodoro, which means you finished one task, you have taken 5 minutes break. After that, you have finished another Pomodoro task, you have taken another 5 minutes break. Like this, you have completed 4 Pomodoros and it is the time to take a longer break. Maximum should be half an hour. So after 4 Pomodoros have passed, which means 100 minutes of the work time with 15 minutes of the break time has passed, then you have to take 15 to 20 minutes of the break, and maximum what I'll tell will be the 30 minutes. So usually you can afford to take 30 minutes before calling back your friend or replying to an email, checking Facebook notification or WhatsApp messages, etc. Whatever you want to do, just finish off in those 30 minutes. So now you will learn how to handle an inevitable interruption while staying focused on the task which is at your hand. So these small frequent breaks actually keeps your mind really fresh and focused. And the system is easy to use, right? You are just breaking the big portion into small chunks. The system is pretty easy to use, and you will see the results very quickly, because within 2 hours of time you have finished 4 topics. So if you are spending approximately 8 to 10 hours a day, how many topics you are going to finish? More than 12 to 15, right? So like that, if you continue to do for so many months, how many topics you are going to finish, guys? You cannot imagine how much you can study with your fresh mind. So you will probably begin to notice a difference in your study process, maximum in a day or 2. But a true mastery in this technique takes from 7 to 20 days of the constant use. So generally we say that constantly, if you are using for 21 days, you will become master of the technique. And if you have a large and very to-do list, for example, you are studying for the NEET PG exam and FMG exam, so you have lot of subjects and lot of topics to be finished. So in such cases, using the Pomodoro technique actually can help you to crank through the topics faster by forcing you to adhere to the strict timings whatever you have dedicated to yourself. So once you have gotten the hang of the technique in your hand, once you became boss of the technique, you will be able to accurately predict how many Pomodoros it will take to accomplish for tomorrow's topic or next month. This is how you can actually make your own timetable as well as syllabus, and you do not need anyone's help because you became the master of the technique. And the important thing is, set up the timetable. The timetable actually sets the limit, motivating you to complete the task, because the timetable is actually a goal. When you know what is the goal, it actually motivates you to complete the task within a set period of time. You may have 10 months for NEET PG exam. You may have only 100 to 120 days for the FMG exam. No matter. It also decreases your workforce from time to time if you have timetable in your hand. So creating a clear-cut timetable will actually allow you to enjoy your time off without worrying about you could be doing more work. Because remember guys, anyone who is going for the exam, whether it is maybe a NEET PG or whether it may be an FMG, you ask any ranker also, anyone who really studies well, you just ask him, dude, how much you have completed? He always says that I did not complete it all. Because that is how each and every student feels. Every student will go to the exam unprepared. Nobody could finish each and everything whatever is required for the exam. So why do you worry about how many topics you have to finish? Just concentrate on how many topics you have already finished and how many topics yet to finish according to the given amount of time. Right? So if you talk about the capacity of your brain, don't you think it's a beautiful thing? Because our human brain in relation to the body weight is maximum amongst mammals. But what makes it special? It is the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex, whatever we have in the human beings, no other species in this planet has. Because this region of the brain has been implicated specifically in the planning and cognitive behavior, personality, expression, decision making, and moderating the social behavior, and also which enables us to do the right thing even though it is more painful to do, right? So that is what is actually the prefrontal cortex is doing. As a human, you have a prefrontal cortex. So why can't we make a use of this beautiful part of the brain, right? And this is the part of the brain also desist from the wrong thing, even though it is pleasurable. Because always remember, pleasurable things are always painful, and unpleasurable things always gives you much attention towards it. So this prefrontal cortex provides you with a willpower that is extremely essential for you as a student, being human, to do right things on right track for your success. All the best, and see you again with a new topic in the future.